A third of the people love you, a third don't care about you, and a third hate you. So you concentrate on the third that love you and you go for it.
I think the greatest Achilles heel for leaders is they don't give themselves time to think.
So my journey is one of those, like, there are a lot of detours. There's a lot of going off on the side roads.
Thrive Out listeners, you're in for a treat. We're here with Jamal Mashburn,
Jesse Itzler,
the John Maxwell,
Jackie the Joke Man Martling, New York Rangers great Mike Richter,
Lisa Lampanelli,
Mary Carrillo.
Oh, how nice.
I'm actually going through the practice of being an entrepreneur.
Pick yourself up, brush yourself off, and thrive loud.
Get ready to thrive loud with Lou Diamond.
I love it.
Hey, Thrive Loud listeners. Hope you're doing great. This is Lou Diamond. This particular episode is just going to be a quick thought piece. I wanted to share with you something that happened to me recently that is very much in line with what I speak about, and which is helping to connect people and bring people together. The Thrive Loud podcast is connecting you to those that are thriving in their lives, their businesses, and their passions. And we try to unearth those amazing things about the guests on the program, on what they're doing to help connect their business, their passion, how they're helping to change the world. And a lot of that is really understanding what they are doing to help others. Well, often I think there are bad examples of bad selling, bad connecting, things that are happening out there which are what not to do in certain situations, which basically represent how not to connect. Well, one of these instances just happened to me maybe about 15 minutes ago. And with that, I was very close to the microphone and said, I have to get this thought down. So I was going to share with you something that happened to me and something for you to be on the lookout for, because it's probably happened to you recently or in the past, or it should be something that if you see or sense would be one of those things that might be a warning sign on someone you might not want to connect with. This certain individual was trying to pitch me a certain service and a product, and it was interesting, and however, it wasn't exactly for me. So I heard them out, listened to what this offering was about, and when I echoed back to the individual and said to them, I'm sorry, listen, this just isn't a good fit for me right now. I appreciate what you're doing. It doesn't fit with me. Their response to me was interesting. They actually said, well, I've spoken to over 200 people like yourself, and you're the first person that this hasn't connected with. Interesting, right? Now, why I found this interesting was twofold. One, either they were genuinely surprised that I wasn't interested in what they were offering, but it was this tactic. Instead of just saying, hey, I appreciate it, this isn't for you, totally get it. If it is, could I keep you in the loop? Which is something that they did later in the conversation. But this specific reaction certainly didn't draw me in any closer. One, they were singling me out, telling me that I was different from everybody else in a way that wasn't positive in their world. Two, their surprise and lack that I wasn't connected and recognizing that I was somebody that didn't fit the mold or was not there made this seem like a bad thing. Look, it might not have, why would they want to connect with me if I wasn't going to be valuing their service or be a good customer? And the third thing might have been the tone. When you deliver a message like that of surprise that says, well, you're the only person that hasn't liked this, you could already hear that sense of, well, you're not helping me out versus me helping you out. If you're in a situation where you're selling your own services and you come across this, one, I would recommend staying away from this tactic. And two, if you do sense this and you're on the receiving end of this where they said, wow, you're the only person that hasn't liked this particular service, or you're the only one that I've ever heard that wouldn't want to do business with me. Well, take that as a warning sign that that person is only thinking about themselves and not the needs of what you need. Remember, our goal is to connect and try to be empathetic and step into the shoes of another and see how you could help grow their world. So when you have instances like this, when you're trying to be a seller of something, or you're communicating and trying to connect with someone, that singling out feature is probably not a really good tactic. It's not a matter of that we don't want to single you out and make you special. It's these instances when you single them out and make them feel that they're not. Continue to listen to our episodes each week. We've got a whole bunch of great episodes of great guests coming up in the next month of March here. So sit back, relax, and remember, keep thriving onward and upward, and be brief, be bright, be gone.
You've been listening to Thrive Loud with your host, Lou Diamond. Make sure to subscribe wherever you listen to your podcasts and check us out on the web at thriveloud.com or follow us on Instagram, LinkedIn, Twitter, and Facebook at Thrive Loud.